Rita? Still going out with that trombone player?
I told you, Mr. Bailey, Danny plays the clarinet.
Clarinet, trombone, musicians are all alike. Don't let them break your heart.
You're late. Mr. Preston is waiting.
This meeting was called for 2, Donald.
Sorry I'm late. Lunch ran a little long, but I think I managed to close the Mint and Rubber account.
Good. The 3 of you have been with me since I took the company public 10 years ago. Because of our close working relationship, I felt I ought to inform you personally. I've agreed to an acquisition offer from Argyle Petroleum.
What? When did this happen?
Oh, it's been in the works 3 weeks. I closed the deal Monday. We sign the final papers tomorrow.
Walter, you and I had dinner on Monday. You didn't say anything about this.
Elliot, I knew you were working on your research and development proposal for next year. I didn't want to upset you.
Where do we stand in all this?
I'll stay on as a consultant. I'm sure you'll all be offered positions as well.
What kind of position?
Argyle Petroleum already has division heads.
Anything Argyle offers us is going to be a step down, if they offer us anything at all.
You're under no obligation to accept any offer they may propose.
Walter, you always said you were going to retire.
Right, and when you retire, we were supposed to receive 7-figure bonuses.
So you sell the company, come out ahead, and we end up with nothing.
Walter, you offered those bonuses instead of profit participation or stock options.
Reread your contract, Tim. I promised you nothing.
Preston, who the hell do you think you are? You can't get away with
Take
this.
it easy, Don.
You're gonna live up to your
Don.
word, damn it!
Get out, Don. Get him out of here before I call security.
Well, if it isn't Mrs. Preston, excuse me.
Darling, what was that all about?
Business, just business. But it's all finished now. Unfortunately, I have to stay here for an overseas call. I'll join you at the restaurant later.
All right. Darling, don't be too late, okay?
Mr. Preston, you startled me.
Edith, what are you doing here?
My reading glasses. I was halfway home, and then I realized that I didn't have my reading.
Never mind. Come on, I'll walk you down.
I read for an hour every night before I go to sleep. I'm reading Dickens now. Bleak House. I just love Charles Dickens, but I never could get through Dombey and Sons. The style of the writing is
Good
just
night,
so...
Edith.
Oh. Good night, Mr. Preston. Mr. Preston! Mr. Preston!
We'll have more of that story during the noon report. In other news this morning, we have just been informed that Walter Preston, president of Preston Chemicals, was killed last night while leaving his office. Police report that Preston was gunned down from a passing car as he walked across the parking garage of his downtown office building. An unidentified eyewitness at the scene has given the police a description of the driver and the car, which was damaged in the incident. More details are forthcoming.
Father, I don't know where to begin.
Take your time.
I'm Don Bailey. I haven't been here in a while. I don't know where else to turn.
What's troubling you?
A man was killed last night. Murdered. And I believe whoever did it used my car. When the police came by this morning, I panicked and I ran. I didn't do it, Father. I swear I'm innocent. What shall I do?
There's only one thing you can do.
Cops should be here any minute. Sergeant Clancy said they've been looking all over for you.
I don't know how they did it. Somebody must have taken my car and used it in the shooting.
A lot of cars look alike, Don.
Yeah, well, mine has a big dent in it that I didn't put there. Somebody is working awfully hard to frame me for this crime.
Do you have any idea who could be?
No,
Donald, where were you last night when this man Preston was killed?
I was home alone.
You Don Bailey?
Yes.
Okay, fellas.
Father?
Sergeant Clancy, is handcuffing him really necessary?
Yeah, he's turning himself in, Clancy. He's not going anywhere.
Procedure, Father. Read him his rights and book him.
I'll contact your lawyer, Don.
Thanks for the call, Frank.
Clancy, I have known Donald Bailey since he was a boy. Now, it's hard for me to believe that he's capable of murder.
He had a terrific motive, Frank.
What's the motive?
Preston was selling the company, and Bailey was losing his job. Well, killing Preston killed the sale.
So you're saying he killed the guy to save his job?
Ah, gets better. Walter Preston's death activated a bonus plan worth $2 million. Donald Bailey just became a rich man. That's a pretty good motive for murder.
I don't believe it.
Believe what you want. I have my suspect. I'm satisfied.
How can you be so sure?
We have an eyewitness who saw your friend drive up to Walter Preston and gun him down. So save your sympathy for someone else, Father. Donald Bailey is guilty as sin. You should pardon the expression.
Sounds pretty open and shut to me, Frank.
Yes, it does.
You know, no matter how much you believe in this guy, it's going to be really hard to prove him innocent if the cops have an eyewitness and he doesn't have an alibi.
Yes, it would.
You want to look into this a little further, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Should I get the car?
Yes, you should.
Walter Preston was the finest man that I've ever worked for. And that Donald Bailey shot him down in cold blood.
Miss Monroe, would you mind if we acted out what you saw last night? Just to be certain that we understand what happened.
All right.
Go ahead, Steve.
Okay.
Now, you were here very late last night, weren't you?
Actually, I'd already left and I'd come back.
Why was that?
I forgot my glasses. My reading glasses, Father. My distance vision is just fine.
I'm sure it is. Now, what exactly were you doing at the time of the shooting?
Well, my car was about here and I was unlocking it.
What is it?
The light wasn't very good. I couldn't see the keyhole, so I put my glasses on and then I got in the car.
Please. Sorry. What did you just see, Miss Monroe?
I saw Sister Stephanie driving your car.
I think you saw the person you expected to see.
Hi, Edith. Some fun, huh? Okay, Frank?
Okay, Steve.
You tricked me.
I just wanted you to know that you might be mistaken.
I don't care. I know what I saw, and you can't trick me out of it.
Thanks, Rita.
Edith couldn't have seen me shoot Walter. Without her, the police don't have a case, do they? They have to let me go.
I'm afraid it's not that simple, Don. Edith Monroe is convinced that she saw you, and that's how she's going to testify. Then there's a problem with your car. The police lab says that the paint on the side of your car matches the paint that's on the cement pillar in the garage.
God, Father. Oh, what am I gonna do?
Don, can you think of anyone else who might have benefited from Walter Preston's death?
Elliot Wagner, Tim Shannon, I suppose. Elliot is head of research and development. Tim is in charge of finances. They both had the same bonus plan that I did.
Do you think that either one of them could have killed Preston?
Sister, the police think I killed Walter. If I could have, they could have.
The car. The car was parked out in front of your townhouse. Now, how could anyone have taken it away without being seen by a neighbor?
Father, the car wasn't there all night. For a couple of hours, it was in the St. Francis Hotel parking lot.
The St. Francis Hotel downtown?
How did it get there?
I drove it. I was seeing someone. A woman.
Don, why didn't you tell me this before? If that woman can give you an alibi...
It's not that simple.
Why, is she married?
No.
Well, so then what's the problem? Who is she?
Her name is Violet. She has black hair, medium height, wears red sunglasses. I don't know her real name, and I don't know how to reach her.
Why not?
She called me. Father, she's a prostitute.
You know, ever since this whole thing started, I had the feeling that Bailey was acting a little bit strange. Now we know why.
Guilty conscience.
You wouldn't tell us where he was last night. We gotta find that girl, Steve.
Oh, but Father, a woman like that?
Mary Magdalene was a woman like that, Marie. And she was very precious to the Lord.
Marie's right, Frank. We are the last people that a lady like Violet's gonna want to talk to. A priest and a nun. We go cruising the St. Francis Hotel downtown, we are never gonna find her.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
What about those two other guys from Bailey's company?
Shannon and Wagner. They both had the same motive for murder as Don Bailey. You better have a talk with them first.
Sister Stephanie?
Hello, Phil?
Father Dowling.
Bye, Phil.
Marie, just the person I wanted to see.
What do you mean? What do you want?
Well, the bishop has asked me to arrange a reception for Jonathan Harris. He's our Catholic Layman of the Year. So we thought a small party at the diocesan offices would be appropriate. Say 200 or 300 people and the press, of course, with some food and some music. Now, I was wondering, because I have a very tight budget, if you would like
No.
to... Marie, this is a very important reception. It's my first. Oh, Marie, I need to prove myself, and I need to be on budget, and I haven't the slightest notion of where to begin. I need your help.
The Lord helps those that help themselves, Father. Oh, all right. Help me with the dishes, and we'll talk about it.
Marie. Marie, what do you know about canapes?
Frank, I'll see you in about an hour.
Aren't you coming?
Oh, I have a few errands to run downtown.
What errands?
I didn't tell you about the errands.
No.
I gotta go, Frank.
Steve! Steve! Steve!
Oh, hi, Father.
Listen, that little masquerade of ours, that didn't get you in any trouble, did it?
What, with Edith? No, we never got along anyway. She thinks I talk too much about people in the office. So, how's the case coming? What's your next move?
Well, I'm hoping to have a talk with Tim Shannon and Elliot Wagner.
They're in a staff meeting now. Big changes now that the boss is dead. They shouldn't be long.
I'll wait.
Okay.
So do you?
Do I what?
You talk too much about the people in the office.
I wish people would stop saying that. What exactly do you want to know?
So I say to this guy, look, you want to push somebody around? You've got the wrong girl, baby, because I am done with this thing, right? So then he says to me, hey, check it out. Hi, I'm Steve. I'm a friend of Violet's. Black hair, red sunglasses, you know her? You know her? It's not. Well, I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna go over there.
Cop. Definitely.
Excuse me. Can I help you?
Oh, Mr. Shannon, I'm Frank Dowling. I was hoping we could talk about Walter Preston.
I thought his family was handling the funeral arrangements. I didn't know Walter was a Catholic.
Well, actually, I'm here on behalf of Don Bailey.
Oh?
I understand you've taken over his department.
Don can't do too many sales from prison.
You think he's guilty?
Of course he's guilty. Edith saw him do it.
So she said.
Don Bailey stands to collect a fortune in bonus payments now that Walter Preston is dead.
So will you. So will Elliot Wagner.
What is your point?
I'm just curious about a few things. For example, I notice you're quite a sailing enthusiast.
All my life, I've raced everything from dinghies to 12 meters.
You must miss it. Your subscription ran out 6 months ago.
I don't find a lot of time for reading lately.
Or sailing, for that matter. I heard you had to sell your boat to meet some gambling debts.
All right, Father. What's this all about?
Donald Bailey wasn't the only man to benefit from Preston's death, Mr. Shannon. Yesterday, you were in debt, facing financial disaster. Today, you're a rich man. Now, that's quite a change of luck, even for a gambler, don't you think?
Father, if you don't mind.
Where were you?
What?
Where were you last night while Walter Preston was being killed?
That's none of your business.
You may have to tell the police.
I will if they ask. Goodbye, Father.
Bye.
This should be, very interesting.
You want a party?
That depends.
On how much?
You got it.
How much?
For you, 5,000.
You nuts or something?
This chick's bad for business.
Definitely.
Mr. Wagner?
Take everything. I want this place stripped to the walls.
Really?
Oh, you're not the moving man. You're a priest.
Frank Dowling.
Talk to Shannon. He's in finance. He handles all of our philanthropic contributions.
Oh, I've already spoken to him. Impressive view.
Yes, yes. I waited a long time to get in here.
10 years, I'd say that's long enough.
Who did you say you were?
I'm Father Dowling, a friend of Donald Bailey's. Mr. Wagner, I understand you were Preston's head of research and development. Your ideas made him rich, yet he kept you a contract employee.
Oh, I see. Walter's dead. Bailey's blamed, but you think he's innocent. Which naturally makes you want to find another suspect. Which brings you to me. I can't argue with your logic, Father. I had every reason to want Walter dead.
Weren't you friends?
Walter Preston had no friends.
So you're not unhappy that he's gone?
I'm your perfect suspect.
Where were you last night, Mr. Wagner?
Father, are you a Jesuit?
No, I'm just a simple parish priest.
I was at home, asleep. Unfortunately, my wife is out of town, so I have no one to corroborate that. But then again, I don't need anyone, do I? I'm not under arrest for murder.
Come on, Violet, where are you? Why don't you split? She's scaring off the train.
Hey, ladies. You busy?
Why? Want a party?
Maybe. What's your name, cutie pie?
Dawn.
Dawn, my favorite name. Yours truly, Jake, is in room 111.
Stop by. Maybe I can make it worth your while.
Catch you later.
Not if you go up there, you won't. Come here. Come here. I think I know that guy, honey. Hey, you, Steve. Come here a second. Hi. Hi. You want to find Violet, right? Uh-huh. Check out room 111.
Tell the guy up there Dawn sent you. His name's Jake.
Room 111, huh? Thanks. Who says there's never a cop around when you need one?
It's open.
Jake?
I'm Jake. Who are you?
I was looking for Violet.
Are you here to party?
Dawn sent me.
Say no more. You're under arrest, young lady. Chicago Vice.
Next time you want to do some missionary work downtown, sister, don't dress like a native. I might not be around to explain to our boys in Metro Vice, and you could end up spending the night in county jail.
I'm really sorry about the misunderstanding, sister.
Yeah, well, it wasn't exactly a misunderstanding. Thanks again, Clancy. See you later, Jake.
What are you gonna do now?
What I should have been doing from the beginning. Missionary work. Hey, wait up! Hold on a second. Look, I need to talk to you.
No chance.
We don't talk to cops. I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop, and I'm not one of you guys either. I'm sorry I wasn't more upfront about this from the beginning, but I need your help. I'm looking for this woman named Violet. See, there's this guy, he's been accused of murder, and Violet is his only alibi.
You're not a cop.
No.
So what are you then?
I'm a nun. Listen, you guys had lunch?
Mrs. Preston, I'm Father Dowling.
Thank you for coming, Father. I'm sure your being here would have meant a great deal to my husband.
Very lively for a wake.
Well, Walter wouldn't want anything gloomy. I think this is much more like him, don't you?
I wouldn't know, Mrs. Preston.
Please call me Suzanne. I'm sorry we haven't met. Walter had so many associates. May I get you something, Father? A glass of wine?
Oh, no, thank you. Mrs. Preston, I'm not here for the wake. I never actually knew your husband.
Oh, I assumed that you were with one of his charities.
No.
Then I don't understand. Why are you here, Father?
Well, I was hoping you had some idea as to who might have killed your husband.
The police say Don Bailey killed Walter.
I don't think so. Did Mr. Preston ever mention an enemy, someone who may have wanted to do him harm?
No. Perhaps we could discuss this some other time.
I understand that Mr. Preston planned to endow a charity trust fund in his will.
Yes, that's right. 2/3 of his estate would have gone to that fund upon his death.
But I heard he was killed before the will was changed.
What is your point, Father?
Well, now the entire estate goes to you. Perhaps you could tell me where you were when he was killed. I checked the restaurant where you were supposed to go, but they said you hadn't arrived.
I think you'd better leave.
I'm very sorry, madam.
Allow me.
Just leave me alone!
Must have been something I said.
Violet. Black hair, red glasses. Nope, doesn't ring a bell. What about you guys? I gotta find her. Okay, well, we'll put the word out. This was great spaghetti, Mrs. Gillespie.
Thank you. My mother used to make spaghetti like this. Every Saturday, she'd get all the kids together, you know, and make up a big pot.
You miss your mom?
Sure.
She miss you too?
She does. My dad never wants to see me again, which suits me, because I never want to see him again either.
So don't go back. But you don't have to be out on the street either.
What am I gonna do, go live in a convent?
I did. How old are you, Don?
18.
You know, I'm not saying you need to become a nun, but I have plenty of friends that'd be happy to give you a place to stay for a while, you know, till you work things out. It's kind of lonely on the street.
Yeah? What would you know about it?
Be surprised.
Sister Stephanie here practically grew up on the streets. And from the sound of it, her father wasn't much better than yours. You ladies want some pie?
Oh, no thanks. If I had another bite, I'd burst. Besides, we gotta go.
Yeah. Thanks for lunch.
Sure. And for the chance to sit down. My feet are killing me.
Oh, well, you should do what I do. I always soak my feet in hot Epsom salt water. It really helps when you're on your feet all the time.
I'm not on my feet all the time.
I just want to say I'm sorry for what happened back at the hotel today.
Don't worry about it. Sometimes I get myself into trouble. Most of the time.
Whoa. Oh, Sister Stephanie. Oh, thank you.
Father Presley, what is all this stuff?
Oh, this is party supplies for the Catholic Layman of the Year reception. I've got balloons, napkins, cocktail napkins, party favorites. You know, it's really quite extraordinary what you can get for a party these days. I've also made arrangements for a caterer and a florist. The one thing I'm still not certain about is, do I need entertainment?
Ah, what is a party without entertainment?
Are you an entertainer?
Well, that's what people tell me.
Really? You do parties?
Why, parties are my specialty, Father. I'll tell you what. If you want to know how to find me, call the St. Francis Hotel. Ask for Michelle.
Michelle, okay.
And, they'll know where to get in touch with me.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Michelle.
See you, sister. We'll keep an eye out for Violet.
All right, thanks. Listen, think about what I told you, all right? If you ever get too lonely out there, you know where to find me.
Thanks.
Steve, those weren't Girl Scouts, were they?
Not exactly, Frank, no.
Yeah. You may begin.
I'm Violet. I hear you want to see me.
We've been looking for you. We need to talk. Let's go to my study.
I like it here. What do you want to talk about?
Donald Bailey.
What about him?
Last night, a man was murdered around 7:15. Don Bailey is the prime suspect.
7:15. Bailey was with me.
Wait. You called him?
Yes.
Well, isn't it usually the other way around?
Sometimes a girl gets referrals.
Someone told you to call him.
A mutual friend. He said that Bailey had just got some bad news. Maybe could use a good time.
You have to go to the police.
Oh, not a chance.
But you're his only alibi.
I talked to the cops. They bust me. They've already got a beef with me on another matter. Bailey's a nice guy. But I don't do time for any man.
Violet, the man who told you to call Don Bailey, he must have used you to frame Don for the murder. Now, if I'm right, your mutual friend killed Walter Preston. Now, who was it? Who told you to call Don Bailey last night?
Tim Shannon.
Drop it.
All right. Wait, what is going on? Father Dowling.
I think ballistics will find that Walter Preston was killed with bullets fired from that gun.
No, officer, this isn't my gun. I just received a phone call. Somebody said they put it in my desk, that I was being framed.
Mr. Shannon, you're under arrest.
Oh, my God.
Freedom his rights outside.
Please, wait. You don't have to handcuff me. This is a mistake. Please. Father Dowling, please help me.
Chalk up one more I owe you, Frank. Mr. Bailey's a lucky man.
I would like to propose a toast to freedom. And to the man who made it possible, Father Frank Dowling.
Really, Don, that isn't necessary.
No, Father, I would like to thank you for believing in me when everybody else thought I was guilty. Like Elliot. You thought I killed Walter, didn't you?
Somebody had to. Why not you?
Are you leaving?
I can't work here. Not with that man.
Are you still certain that you saw Donald Bailey shoot Walter Preston?
What difference does it make now? You found the real killer, Father. It's over. Congratulations.
Something wrong, Frank?
Why didn't Tim Shannon get rid of the gun? And if he was trying to frame Bailey, why didn't he plant the gun in Bailey's car?
I still think he did it, Frank.
Well, he says he's innocent. He says he was framed.
Yeah, but we got him red-handed.
Please, have some champagne. I owe you my life.
Cheers.
Walter. But don't dance on his grave. Don't let me spoil your fun.
Try to drive home like that, you gonna get somebody killed. Maybe you.
Hey, do I know you?
No. I know a friend of yours. Black hair, red sunglasses. Violet.
You know Violet?
Saw her today.
Really?
Outside a church.
Yeah, I heard she was there.
Now Violet drives a real expensive car. Where do you think she went?
Can't imagine.
This big house on Lakeshore Drive. Mrs. Preston's house. Now Violet and Mrs. Preston live in the same house. How do you think they manage that?
What do you want?
Police don't pay much for this kind of information. I thought maybe you'd pay more.
I don't know what to say.
You'll think of something. I'll meet you at Mrs. Preston's house in 1 hour.
She knows, Suzanne.
Darling, relax. Everything's under control.
Well, what are we gonna do about her?
I got these for Walter. If you hadn't jumped the gun and shot him, I was going to stage a little suicide. Oh, poor Walter. He was so depressed about selling the business, you know.
What are you gonna do?
Dear Dawn, do you realize how many prostitutes die of drug overdose every year? What's one more? You must be Godiva.
And you must be Violet.
Just what do you want?
The way it looks to me, two of you have been having a little affair. The both of you killed poor old Preston together. And with hubby dead, you get the money, the company, each other. You'd have everything. All you needed, baby, was an alibi, a missing witness. Violet.
How much do you want?
Don't be ridiculous, Dawn. She can't prove a thing.
Well, maybe I can't. But I know somebody who can.
Who?
Father Dowling and Sister Stephanie. That's them now. $25,000. Y'all won't make a deal with me, or do I talk to them?
Wait. You've got a deal. Father Dowling, what are you doing here?
I know it's very late, but Sister Stephanie and I got a phone call from some woman, and she asked us to meet her here. Said it had something to do with your husband's murder.
Is this some kind of joke?
No one's here?
At this hour? No. Good night, Father. Good night. Well, they're gone. To our little secret.
25 G's. To a long and healthy life. To the Cubs winning the pennant.
Are you going to drink or not?
Everybody freeze!
Took you so long.
I don't understand. I just saw you out.
Hi, Mrs. Preston.
You saw what you expected to see. Just like I now see what I expected to see. Violet in the confessional at the church. Violet with a bandage on her hand, just like yours. Framing Shannon with a murder weapon. That was a nice touch, too.
Which he happened to be holding in his hand the minute we showed up with the cops.
He said someone had just called him. Now, if that were true, that someone would have had to see us coming. And you, Mrs. Preston, you saw us coming on the security monitor in your husband's office. Clancy, I think your forensic people will find something very lethal in that.
Donald Bailey, Suzanne Preston, you are both under arrest for the murder of Walter Preston.
This time, Mr. Bailey, get yourself another priest. Sister Rita, Sister Godiva, let's get out of here.
So after Bailey ran from the police, he must have gone to Mrs. Preston before he came here.
Mm-hmm. And that's where they cooked up this whole idea about Violet and getting us involved, knowing that I would advise Don to turn himself in.
Do everything you could to clear him, which you almost did, Frank.
And that, Sister Stephanie, is a humbling experience.
Father Dowling, have you seen Father Prestwick? Somebody left this for him.
Can't make your party. I'm sending Trixie instead. Lots of love, Michelle.
Oh, no.
What's the matter?
I forgot to tell Phil. Trixie must be a hooker.
At the bishop's reception for the Catholic Layman of the Year? Steve.
Father Dowling, it's incredible. Unbelievable. This woman showed up at the bishop's reception, and you will never guess what happened.
We could guess, Phil.
Are you okay?
Sister Stephanie, I have never experienced anything more moving.
What actually did you experience, Phil?
Trixie. It turns out Trixie is the long-lost niece of John Harris, our Catholic Layman of the Year. When they first laid eyes on each other, oh, Father, it was such a marvelous moment, such a great healing. And Trixie said that they have me to thank. Isn't life marvelous?
More than you'll ever know, Phil.